Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room recap for Wednesday, January the 9th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Any questions for me, you can use this email address, a link for our 100% free trading room. You do not have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our free trading room. I open the room at about 9 o'clock Eastern Time. That's when I start to share my screen. Get live on the mic at about 9:05. I go up to 3:30 Mondays to Thursdays and up to 3 o'clock on Friday. And this is a link for a subscription to Trade Ideas. There's a promo code there, 15% off either the first month of a standard or premium subscription or the entire year of a standard or premium subscription. All right, well, a bit of a different day for me. Monday and Tuesday, I found a lot more in stocks that I was following anyway that follow through on their trends most of the day. Not quite as much today. And also, we had a bit of a data problem the first 15 minutes or so of the day, so that kind of threw me for a loop at the beginning. Couldn't really do a lot of the things that I may have done. But what I want to point out here is some of the Holly alerts early. And I make reference to, I'll use Fossil as an example, but there were a series of them that came in what we call the strong stock pulling back. And there were about 4 of them. And what was happening is that we were getting these alerts right here. Now, notice the candle is green right there. So we were getting the alerts right there. In fact, you can see there's the second candle, there's the second candle. And, these were alerts to go long. And I was saying to people, but be careful as this candle was forming, because most of the alerts that I saw were not what we call alpha stocks. They are more or less going to track what the overall SPY is doing. Which is, it's okay as long as, you get a trend that is kind of like this now. But it's not okay if the SPY is going to be a bit choppy, and it certainly isn't going to be okay when the SPY puts in a big red candle like that, or red bar like that, or candle, sorry, red candle like that. So you can see kind of what was happening. I mean, it was tracking the SPY, and it basically got stopped out. There's the stop price. So I was telling people, just be careful. But I also said that if the SPY turns around, keep following them, all right? And that's in essence what has happened. The SPY has turned around, and a lot of these have, really rebounded well. Now, the caveat to that, let me make sure my symbol linking is here. So you take a look at a CELB, all right? Now look what it did. Here was the alert. Now look what the SPY is doing. A small one like this doesn't really care within reason what the rest of the market is doing. That's why I kind of like the smaller priced stocks from Holly. A lot of them can kind of trade on their own. And that's what I like. I mean, we're always looking for those alpha stocks that are trading on their own. And we're going to see a lot of them next week, starting next week, because next week is the beginning of earnings season. And we'll get a ton for the next probably 30 days. Next month, we're going to get a ton of earnings plays all day long. Those stocks tend to, when a company releases earnings, that typically the stock will kind of trade on its own, not really caring what the rest of the market is doing, either on the good side or the bad side. I mean, good earnings, good guidance, bad earnings, bad guidance, whatever. But typically the stock is in play all day long and not really caring what the rest of the market is doing. But I just want to draw your attention to this one, because this is just a small cap one, flying under the radar of what the overall market is doing. You can see how this one reacted. Now, it's not beautiful, because you can see all these topping tails and bottoming tails on the 15-minute chart. A little bit of uncertainty going on, but nonetheless, at 261 with a high of whatever that was, 285, that's just a great percentage move. So that's really all I really want to talk about. I mean, I took a couple of little trades here, and one trade worked, one trade didn't, and that is really about it. But more importantly, when you're using Holly, and especially if Holly is long a bunch, but all of a sudden this happens, just be very aware that that is happening, and you might want to lighten up your position, or you could even get out of your position and always get back into it. You know, with commission so cheap now, I mean, there's no reason because if you had been stubborn and said, I'll just hold on. I mean, this could have just go down, 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 down. Why not maybe take some out, and you can always get back in if this breaks just like it did. So hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. That's how I use Holly. You know, I'm always tracking to see what the overall market's doing, and you know that can definitely for me anyway increase my profit and loss. All right, want to get back into the room. Close this down and bring back the capture program. So if you have any questions for me, you can use this email address. And again, this is a link for our 100% free trading room. I'm going to open the room tomorrow around 9 o'clock Eastern Time. So I hope to see you in the trading room tomorrow. Bye-bye.